Hello everybody, it is theory time again. So this is one that I've had for a couple weeks now, and it kind of goes back on another theory that I had. I didn't post a video about the said other theory, because I'm going to go over it here while I'm going over the new one that kind of replaces that theory. So as you can tell, I'm doing a theory regarding Jaune and what's going on with Volume 9 Jaune. But it also happens to deal with a certain sword. So let me back up and do the previous theory first, which is regarding what I think the Relic of Destruction does. So the Relic of Destruction, my original idea was that it manipulates pre-existing destructive forces. And the reason that I came up with that theory is because of the World of Remnant series, where we learn that Ozpin's King of Vale incarnation used both the crown and the sword to finish the Great War. And in that episode, Crow's wording is that historians attribute this not only to Mantle and Mistral being inexperienced with the harsh weather conditions that already exist in Vacuo, but also the fact that they were far more volatile and dangerous during this final fight than ever before, which is saying something considering if you've read the novels, you know how Vacuo is. Anyway, that was my original theory. My new theory still accounts for the World of Remnant episode, but it ties in Volume 9 as well, which what I think is going to happen with Jaune's storyline. So, my new theory when it comes to the Sword of Destruction is it turns the user into a far more destructive version of themselves. And the main reason I'm thinking this, in regards to Jaune, is that knight that we see in the teaser. That knight is very, very, very clearly supposed to be Jaune. It's white armor with the gold accents. What we can see of the top of the chest piece is identical to Jaune's Atlas Arc chest piece. He's a knight anyway. He's based on Jaune of Arc, and the knight is in flames. Jaune of Arc was burnt at the stake. Very obviously, that knight is Jaune, but it seems to be antagonistic. And it's also interesting that Neo and Team RWBY are all normal. They're all themselves, outside of where Neo is about to use her semblance, of course. But Vomit Boy is different. And that's because, tying into my theory about the Ever After, as we now know it's called, being my theory that the Ever After is the Relic world, we tie into that the Sword of Destruction somewhere. So, my theory is Jaune finds the sword almost immediately after falling into the Ever After. He needs a replacement anyway. After he ended Penny's life and Cinder attacked him, Croaky-Amour's sword broke. It shattered. He doesn't have a weapon anymore. He still has the shield, which I think is symbolic of him being a protector. But anyway, I'm thinking he falls into the ever after. He happens to find the sword, which more than likely is probably some like Excalibur type thing. It's probably stuck in a stone, knowing this show. I wouldn't mind. But Jaune pulls the sword just to have a weapon because he doesn't know what's in the ever after. He doesn't know if it's dangerous or not. And he's still shaken up by everything. So he probably takes it thinking that he'll need to survive. Assuming he's not too self-loathing about what happened, but this is Jaune. So this is Mr. If I die saving them, it's worth it. So self-loathing is part of the package deal. Anyway, takes the sword, he turns it into night. This still accounts for World of Remnant. Because if Oz's incarnation were to take the sword and become this more destructive version of himself, he could still manipulate the weather conditions to be the more violent ones that Crow described in the narration. Because Oz has magic. And almost every magic user in RWBY can use any form of magic. That includes weather manipulation. The only exceptions being the Silver Eyes. But Salem, Oz, and the Maidens, and everyone in the original humanity can all use any form of elemental magic without the need for dust. Because, you know, that magic is where dust originated from anyway. It's effectively a fossil fuel of the original humans. But that's my current theory. We've still got a ways to go before Volume 9 appears. For all we know, third time delay, not canceled. Wrong word. I don't want to see anyone taking that shit out of context. Just saying. Anyway, so that's the theory. Jaune finds the Sword of Destruction somewhere in the Ever After. He takes it, his view of him being a killer and a destructive force creates this antagonistic knight, Jaune, who is going to be a problem for the other 5 fallen characters, at least for a little while. And who knows if he's going to become himself again or not. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I'm excited to see what they're going to do, because with Volume 9 story having been a thing since before Volume 1, and Jaune has always been an important player to set up for this, I'm very, very excited for where they're taking this. But anyway, that's going to do it. That's the theory. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!